Introduce yourself.
My name is Vera Diana Gonzalez. I am a sophomore and a accounting major, and I do not heavily consume caffeine.
So could you describe your relationship to caffeine?
I would say that my relationship with caffeine is very minimal. I hardly ever consume caffeine.
If any, how often or in what situations would you consider consuming it?
I hardly ever consume caffeine, and when I do, it's usually in form of energy drinks, such as Red Bull or Monster, and every once in a while I drink Coke.
People say that caffeine helps them stay alert to perform better throughout their day. What do you think about this?
I think that caffeine doesn't necessarily... Okay, redo. What's the question?
People say that caffeine helps them stay alert to perform better throughout their day. What do you think about this?
I think that caffeine doesn't help you perform better nor stay alert. I think that caffeine just does a really good job at accelerating your heartbeat. So whenever people drink caffeine, just because they're accelerated and they have the energy, they feel as if they perform better, but I don't necessarily think it's actually helping them perform better.
So what helps you stay alert?
I would say just getting okay, let me redo that. What helps me stay alert, I would say, is getting a good rest, getting good sleep the night before, or the next day whenever I need to be focused on something such as school. And that's it. Should I redo that?
Okay. How would a day without a good night's rest or a Red Bull or any kind of energy drink go for you?
Without rest?
Yeah.
Or without caffeine?
Well,
or both?
Without rest or without either.
I think that if I don't get a good night rest, I'm not able to really perform properly the next day, just because I'm always just thinking about how tired I am, how drowsy I am. Versus when I don't drink caffeine, I believe it doesn't really affect me because I'm not really addicted to caffeine, nor do I have that faith in caffeine actually working as a performance booster.
Do you consider or think about a quick caffeinated pick-me-up at times when you don't get enough sleep and you don't have time for naps?
The only times I ever actually consider drinking any caffeine products such as Red Bull or Monster are at times where I know that I'm going to be up for a long time, like for studying for finals or midterms or anything. And when I know that I'm not going to get that rest that I usually rely on. And when it comes to soda, like Coke or any other caffeinated drinks that are not coffee, I only drink those whenever that's the only option to drink.
So why do you think other people develop the dependency on caffeine?
I think that the myth of coffee being a performance booster is followed by people simply because it's kind of like a trend. So it's like if one person does drink coffee or Red Bull or caffeine drinks. Okay, let me freaking redo that.
Do you think people develop a dependency to caffeine?
Okay, I think people develop a dependency on caffeine because it's kind of like a trend. Because Starbucks is so popular, if one person drinks Starbucks, everybody else feels like, oh, I want to buy Starbucks and I want to follow what everybody else is doing. So everybody starts drinking Starbucks. And I don't really think it's much about the dependency, but more about the trend.
Do you have reasons why you choose to stay away from certain caffeinated products other than Red Bull or Monster?
I stay away from coffee simply because I don't like the taste of it. So the only times that I ever do drink coffee is if they have a lot of milk in it, not necessarily the coffee taste. And if I do drink it, it's just because oh, I like pumpkin spice or any of the holiday things. It's not necessarily because I want to drink coffee. And when it comes to any other drink like soda or anything, I stay away from it just because I'm not a big carbonated drink fan.
So why do you think caffeinated caffeinated products are so popular and targeted toward students and working adults?
I think that students are. Wait, what was the question? So I can repeat it.
Why do you think caffeinated products are so popular and targeted toward students and working adults?
I think that. I think that. Wait, what was the question? Carbonated drinks, caffeine drinks, caffeine drinks.
Caffeinated products. Caffeinated
Okay.
drinks.
I think that caffeinated products are heavily emphasized on colleges or student facilitated. Oh my freaking goodness, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, I think caffeinated drinks are heavily emphasized in schools or places where there are students because students are younger people that are students. What the heck? This question sucks. Okay. I think the caffeinated drinks are emphasized in places where there are students simply because most of the time students are younger people and younger people are really good at following trends and doing what other people do. And when it comes to a workplace, I believe that caffeinated drinks are emphasized because of the myth of caffeine helping you perform better.